Hello everyone and welcome to another Elliott Wave forecast technical video day. Today is Monday, November the 5th around 9:15 p.m. Guys, I mean technically not much new to the market. Technically the market is being one of the slower days that I remember in a while. There was a little movement in early London today and then that's it. The market dead and stayed within the 20 pip range in the case of the dollar and the euro. So no much on the market, but still we are expecting a move in both directions, sometimes starting tomorrow or maybe later on today. The short cycle in the dollar, they are nowhere defined. It can be made a debate both ways that the dollar already ended wave 8 of the 3 ways pullback that is taking the dollar into the X that you guys see there. From the B right here, the dollar needs to make 3 ways move or any combination of 3, 7, and 11. Doesn't matter which one it goes. So it needs to make some of those combinations. Now, we try to show you guys some charts or graphic here today so you guys can understand where we're coming from. Remember, our target in the dollar is the 81.35 area. If you guys take a look at the trend report tonight, we did upgrade the trend report and we're going to start putting the 4-hour target in the trend report. In that way, you guys can have a better look or a better idea of when or where the market is heading. And then in that way you guys do not rush or anticipate a position against the trend. Alright, so remember the US dollar target here is the 81.36 area, and we have done this chart that I hope you guys, it help you guys. All the dollar needs to do is something like this and the dollar should be done. Like I say early, I mean in the seminar, the dollar did this. This is the move in the dollar. As of right now, we are here. We are ending this lead and entering into this lead. So all we need in the dollar to finish the 7 swing is that one. If you take a look, you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a double zigzag, a perfection double zigzag. And all we need is the 7 swing. Now, why we are pushing into the 7 swing, I want to show you guys these charts right here. This is basics Elliott Wave. This is how deep we got in the wave. This is cable. And cable is calling another leg down and risk off. I want you guys to look at this. We did it in the subdivision of swings and the subdivision of labors. And I want you guys to look at the numbers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You need a 15 swing in cable. Now, laboring wise, you need A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, W with parentheses, A, B, C, S, A, B, C, W with double parentheses, the S, and you need the A and the B and the C. So technically, cable is telling me something that we know already, that the dollar strength should be not done yet, and the dollar strength should continue a little longer. Now, by cable is also telling me that we need to be careful. Why? Because technically speaking, after the next leg down in that chart right there, the trade in cable should be over, and the correction should be over, and the pair should turn bullish. Technically, the target in cable is the 57.80 area from where the pair should trade higher. Now, let's correlate this cable thing with the dollar, and then you guys can see a nice correlation, of course, right there, being cable part of the US dollar index. Look, A, B, C, and like you guys can see, technically what cable is calling is something like this. The dollar is calling something like this to be over. But I want you guys to understand that we don't think that the correction in the dollar is over. We know that it's exhausted. We know that it's getting close to our minimum target, which is the 81.35, and you guys need to be ready. I mean, don't switch yet. Wait for us to change the trend report. We don't want you guys to start buying, in a blindly way, buying the euro. No, let's wait. Let's be smart about it. I mean, everything looks okay. Nothing changed, but the timing thing now is what is important. Remember, we're getting close to the end of a big correction, a cycle that started on September 14 and is taking almost 3 months correction. So the timing now is what matters the most, and to get a better position into the next rally to the downside in the US dollar, right? So that's the dollar, that's cable. And another one that is showing more or less that we need more outside is also the Norwegian krone. Look, this is the Norwegian. The Norwegian, it needs to do this and going higher into the last swing to make from here A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, Y. So a little more outside in the dollar is very possible, very, very, very possible, but I still will recommend selling any rallying risk still, but every day selling the risk trade can be becoming dangerous. We start hearing around the social media, we start hearing people now becoming dollar bulls again, and those are the comments that we need. When the sentiment switch like that, and people now start to become bullish, the dollar is when the dollar is going to be soared again. That's the bottom line, guys. Many people are doubting the euro right now again because everyone was bullish when it gets to the 131.70 area, but now everyone is doubting it again because they have seen a 3-month correction, and that's the nature of the market. I mean, that's the nature of the market. Don't get confused. Nothing honestly has changed in the market. The market still is bullish, bearish the dollar, and still the dollar is going to go to 74.75. As today, the euro is going to go to 134, 135. So keep in mind that cable is the one that can be calling you guys the idea of where we are. The number of swing, we need a 15 swinging cable right here to be precisely. Now, I want to talk also about another important things that came out from tonight outdate. It is about Cooper. Cooper, as you guys see, is doing a flat. A, B, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. This is a clear-cut 5-way move. And I mentioned Cooper because we know the result. I mean, the Cooper trade is getting already right there. Is getting very exhausted, and the Cooper trade is getting very exhausted. And also, I want you guys to understand one thing. In the idea that the Cooper trade, it did 5 ways in that last cycle, means that a biggest recovery in risk, a biggest recovery in risk should happen. So now, following this count, Cooper should trade to here, to around 352. And that makes me suspicious, to be honest with you guys, that the dollar in the 1 hour can have ended already this A-leg, and that we're going a little deeper tonight in the dollar strength. Maybe that the euro can go to 128.58 before the next leg rally, but still we feel comfortable that we got more downside. But those little details, guys, is the one that makes the difference between the Elliott Wave forecast and the rest of the service. Is that we try to get every single cycle with the right timing. So don't get surprised to see a deeper correction today in the dollar neither. Now, getting back to Cooper, the same can be said about oil, which if we take a look here, I'm going to talk about the CAD better because it's the same. CAD right here, look, it needs a little lower before the final rally. So technically speaking, we got no doubt in our minds that we're going to get a deeper correction either from current levels in the dollar or a little bit higher. We're going to get a deeper correction before the final push to the outside to end the 777. Remember that 777 always is a sell in the market. All right, so with that in mind, guys, I think that the market is very clear. Everything should trade lower in some degrees. We are still expecting DAX lower, UK lower, S&P lower. Follow the targets that we put in the 4-hour chart and the 4-hour trend report, and you guys are gonna be okay. All right, so for tonight, either a wave forward in the dollar or a deeper B wave and another rally in the dollar. S&P the same, the DAX the same. We expecting all those pairs to trade lower. The yen pairs, we expecting yen strength also into a correction, and then the whole market should turn bullish sometimes by the end of the week or sometime next week. Okay, see you guys tomorrow, and I hope that everyone understands this clear market here. Thank you, guys.